Okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to try my best to keep the true power of God from coming and lashing out. Okay? Because I'm going to show you and the rest of the world how lost that y'all are. Especially the ones... You know what's crazy is people around me. You know, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they was like, you know, I got more time than you. You know, just so malice, so condescendingly, in a Christian, which they're not. And I just allowed the individual to say that. And I said, yes, you do. Because what he doesn't understand is what have I always said? This is God's, and an army built this. It's not about claiming, because see, then this individual that said that has never been in that situation at all. But they're the Jesus kind. They're the perfect one, though. If you don't think and do what they say, that's our demonic nature. And it's very malice. And it's okay, because I love them. But you have to allow people to see what they do, because now it's just like an alcoholic. If you relapse, you got to start from ground zero. So if I was you, I would start all over again my relationship with God, especially after this video. You know, it's not me. The crazy thing is this. Our demonic nature is this. Our demonic nature is watching this, being sneaky, trying to find something to use, you know. Why, if you're not going to be attentive and learn from this and be open-minded, then what is any other reason that you would watch this? It's our demonic. Yeah. And plus, too, if you know me, the nature in you is the world. That's why you can't see. You won't allow yourself to get out of the way. Because when an individual says, I have longer time than you, then that means them. They don't get to say, well, you know what I meant. No. You fucking did that. Not God. You did that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You didn't do shit. And that's the thing is people around me, they bring this demonic nature of authority into a conversation. And they ain't never looked up. And this is my whole point is I'm going to show you what an demonic spirit is. Okay? Y'all ain't never seen this. It's the whole point. This has been your world right here. This has been your world right here. And listen, real quick, before we get going on the sermon, what are all those right there? Those are all going to be signs. And they are. Those are going to be signs. This is how lost humanity is. Where scriptures say signs and seasons, King James Version. Genesis 1. I don't feel like getting the Bible out, the physical one. Let's see. I probably should just get my Bible. I was wanting it to say some of the things. Okay. What verse is signs and seasons in Scripture?
According to Bible.com, and God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so.
What happened? You don't even understand what I'm talking about. That is there for signs and seasons. Now, within this world that you're in, which is all this, your signs and seasons and everything comes through that and technology. Psalms 19:1, King James Version.
According to Bible study tools, 1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament sheweth his handiwork. 2. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night
I've never heard huge sermons on that. The heavens declare the glory of God, the firmament sheweth his handiwork, which is that. And see, here's where you are. You're against that and for that. See, the connection, it's not real. That will, you're disconnected. The will of God. W-I-L-L. The will and cognition is kidnapped from a child at such a young age with this right here. Yes, it is. Where's the psychologist at? You gonna tell me playing with toys? Look, you gonna tell me playing with toys at 2 or 3 doesn't give me a conclusion, along with billboards and little sand traps and stuff? You sure that isn't a conditioning tool to convert an animal species of humans into a mindset of garbage? Garbage. Garbage. Job 38, 31 through 33, King James Version. Canst thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades or I'm sorry. Most people don't read the Bible. Okay, this is God asking Job a question. And your word Job and Job are the same thing. Because they both took everything from you. It's a test and everybody fails miserably. Canst thou bind the sweet influence of Pleiades or loose the bands of Orion? Question mark, which is in there. Canst thou bring forth Mazzaroth in his season? Question mark, which is that. Which Mazzaroth is an ancient word. And there's no... If the school system's really founded on God in this nation, that word Mazzaroth, we would know. Think about it. We would know. But then again, most of y'all ain't never even seen this. Some maybe a little, but never. Ever. Think about all just sitting there. From day one. In 33, this is what God says. He says, knowest thou the ordinances of heaven? Do you know the ordinances of heaven? Canst thou set the dominion thereof in the earth? He asked Job, knowest thou the ordinances of heaven? Do you know that? He's asking Job. And Job 38:1 says, then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, and 2, who is this that darkeneth counsel by words without knowledge? Who are you to challenge authority given by God, by the Creator himself right there? Who are you to darkeneth counsel by words without knowledge? And it's the same thing. And see, that worldly spirit in every last one of y'all that you won't give up is that. And that right there destroys courage, will, cognition, everything. And see, the thing is the trick is you just spoil enough of the dummies and give out careers just like candy. They're all running around. I see all the degrees. I see them. They're all white flags to me. You can keep showing me, but they're surrender flags. Remember that. Remember y'all going, look at this. God is doing the same thing in me. You just can't see it. If we could see it, because science did that. Science did that. And that's all of you. God did this. God did this. We are connected to the will of God. What are y'all connected to? Technology, or demonic intelligence, which is AI. Okay? It's not very hard. And here's the thing is, Let's go back down here right quick where it says, knowest thou the ordinances of heaven? Okay, this is where these are statutes in here. Definition of ordinance.
Here's the definition of ordinance. A piece of legislation enacted by a municipal authority.
Okay, but the original ordinance. And see, you'll say, well, yeah, Matt, because our government founded on God. How? Look at the shape that it's in on not our God. So the definition of an ordinance is a piece of legislation enacted by a municipal authority. Municipal comes from moon, because the authority from God given to the moon because it controls the fluids in your brains. Yeah, that you don't know anything about, but now the fluid in your brain's corrupt, the elements that you drink and all that connected to the bullshit and this and that. Some of y'all said, Matt, you know, when that individual died, you know what they are, addicts and alcoholics. You know, they're burning. And it's like, why? Do you see the malice? Those of y'all, why would you even say that? Because it's a fucking disgusting spirit in you. It's disgusting to know that people walk around with this demonic fucking spirit that is disgusting. And watch. Watch. I am testing the fucking spirits. What does the Bible say about testing the spirit?
According to MIT, Bible Gateway 1 John chapter 4, Niv. Dear friends, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. But every spirit that does not acknowledge Jesus is not from God.
Okay. Where is all your careers and all the money, universities, and I can say the other structures? I'm proving to you that Satan created the most fucking dumbest world ever. And then took what was ours and then ingrained into you to turn your back on God. It's insane. And now listen, we're not coming out of this like we've said. They just slowly... Listen, if you'll go watch Nefarious. Listen, I love every one of y'all. And I am very stern and to the point because it's not me, Matt, the one you see doing this. Okay? Your disgusting attitudes and behaviors that you have accumulated and forced to be programmed with from the world, all your emotions and feelings, those are Arimonic and Luciferic, but more Arimonic than anything. Okay? The same way that Jesus came here, Lucifer came before then in flesh. Then Jesus and now Ahriman. Lucifer came. He knew this was going to happen. There's the parallel. So now, because you're in it now to where it's like either you're going to fight or you're going to join Satan's parade. And see, for 4,000 years, Satan's been doing crazy mediumship, black magic, sorcery. Because even the ones on fire just still didn't see what was going on around them with the knowledge that they wrote in certain books from God. It's crazy. In y'all's world, the news is in there. Here, this is the news. It's not real. And see, when you die, all that right there is programmed into your brain, into your cerebrum, the RAM of God, which is in Scripture. It's right there. That's where the memory is stored. All this technology right here is just an imitation of us. When this gadget dies, do all the memory in it die? Nope. You can transfer it. It's because it's what we do, but you don't know it. Matt, you don't know. Listen, do you think Jesus is going to go chop a fucking tree down that puts out oxygen? No. No. This is what he's going to teach us how to build. Build shit like this that y'all all laugh at, that they turn into putty. The structures you can't fathom because your brain cannot put it together. It cannot put it together. There's a magnetic brick right there and you see what it says on it. So, you know, I don't know. You can't find those anywhere. And those, truthfully, those ain't even fucking supposed to be around. Not where we found them. But, Matt, TP, we're going to go have an orgy in the world today, and I'm going to go run around and tell everybody about this weird Jesus that I've got and project all my worldly bullshit on everybody and be so proud of myself every day how I'm just so right because I'm selfish. Some of y'all are like, he's talking to me. It's like, this is a sermon. This is a big time sermon. But this right here, it says it. It says, dear friends, do not believe every spirit. And this is what the spirit in you will say. That demonic spirit will say this. Don't believe him. Don't listen to him. Watch. He's crazy. He's fucking crazy. But test the spirits to see whether they are from God. Now, this is the test. Either you're going to look up or not. And that's it. You need to think about it. And you can't. Y'all been watching these false prophets. It doesn't matter. Look, it's easy. If you would do an inventory, you don't have to come talk to me. You don't have to come telling, Matt, seen some more crazy stuff. It's like, well, because you're losing. That's why you're upset. It's because you don't have it. You're losing. So do not come by here. Don't fucking call me. Do not text me. Don't fucking do nothing. This is between me or between you and God. Not me. I'm a messenger. The more fucking time you spend wasting on me is time less with God. In a system that you've been designed in to turn your back on God. I'm trying to tell you, quit being fucking malice. We'll see each other again, maybe. But then again, who the fuck knows? Watch. The power in these goy are fucking insane to not listen. It is insanity on all levels. On how to the doctors and to the psychiatrists and shit. The fucking occipital lobe right there, when you, imagination, okay? Look, okay? I'm a fucking child. The imagination, the occipital lobe, and the sensorium organ, which is your senses and faculties, it's all growing and being developed. And instead of fucking learning how to do shit in nature, it is fucking doing shit to make it stupid forever. So when the time fucking comes, like now, the average person's brain will go, hey, it's fucking stupid. You sure money? You see my degrees? This grows into your cerebrum, your memory. Concrete, abstract thinking. Not real. Not fucking real not even real. Abstract careers, they ain't fucking real. The careers are there because of cause and effect. The environment is there because of it. Oh, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. Not one of y'all know how to read this. The heart that y'all keep saying Jesus is in is your cerebellum. That's your ego. That's a heart shaped. This is a vortex. Okay? You're not taught shit. There's 12 lunar ganglia protruding out of here going, there's 12 cranial nerves, 12 dorsal vertebrae, all connected with the 12 disciples, 12 constellations, 12 cell salts, 12 systems of the body. It's insane. And it's in here. But see, you'll go, no, because that's what I fucking tried to tell you. Tried to tell you when you're playing with fucking toys all week long, and then we go to church and just learn a fucking verse, then you create stupid Christian. And a couple of these other people, I've talked to a bunch. One of them's like, I ain't saying Christians no more. And I'm like, and I just said, okay. They have no idea that the impulse of Christ, when Christ came, of Jesus Christ, the impulse, he just said, he is Ariman. And there was 2 or 3 other ones. 1 female and 2 males that said that. And I said, no, you're an image of God. What you eat from God is what's going to make you God-like. But we don't eat anything from God. We eat shit out of wrappers, man. Everybody go back to here. Children, look, there's a gas station. I'm playing with my shit at fucking 2. Now I'm 5. Now I'm eating bullshit. Now I'm 10. Got diabetes. Man, you got a pre-existing condition. Yeah. You know why? Because your parents too fucking stupid to realize we did it to you. you stupid goy. And that's exactly how it is on a small fucking level. And truthfully, these huge neighborhoods wouldn't be there if it wasn't for the fucking arsenic being consumed. That's why me and the rest of society can't see eye to eye. And what's coming through me, I can't stop it. And they know it. But see, we've done videos and like from the day I was born until, my recovery date on the beginning of Saturnalia, which is 12/17, which was 38 years, 10 days, or 10 days, 38 years. And that number is a huge number. It's big boy number. And the same way that this has a current, it creates currents. The water, the ocean is your blood and all that. Numbers are real. In order to have sorcery, you've got to have numbers. Like that's on pills. It's on everything you do. Because that's our whole thing. You got to be so desensitized that everything. This has been the world, though. This has been it. I mean, it's like if you're like a fucking, like them ducks. I built a fucking pond. It's badass. I want to fucking get in it, but I can't. It's too cold. I'm trying to do some other shit to it, but when I put them fucking ducks in it, you know what they do? Fly out and then go get in under the deck. It's cool down there too, but that's where they've been raised. And they are not fucking comfortable out there. And that's the whole thing is, you're not taught about animals, because if you studied animal behavior, you'd really see how it's easy to do the same shit to a fucking human being. And truthfully, people can't see that inside every damn house every night is this shit. Every night. There's not one group, not one state, nation, country, whatever that's like, fuck on y'all shit. Not one. Every land has same kind of weird money in different ways, same uniforms in a different fucking way, same Walmart, same pharmacy, cigarettes, alcohol, McDonald's, sodas, fucking energy drinks, same banks, Saturn. It's Saturn. I can't say it enough. Saturn. And when we get into the astral world, that has to do with Kronos and Zeus. When we get into the ether realm and other shit that nobody knows anything about. They don't know it. They're just running around with stupidity. And like, if you've had dreams, check this out before I go. Because I love you. Let's look at that one more time. All right. I want to talk about this just for a second before we go. That ain't going to work. Okay. There. Okay. Jack, and anytime that you hear the word Jack in society, anywhere, Jack is going to represent the sun, S-U-N, Jack. The moon is going to be Jill. Okay? And what it is if you know some of the zodiac, then you'll learn all the nursery rhymes. You'll learn, that's why you don't get this. Everything comes from this, all of it. So, Cancer is a water sign. And then Capricorn, this is the crown. Capricorn represents the crown. And then we're looking at this right here. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Okay? So the sun's springing. It's springing up. There's summer. It's the summit. Because during summer, June 21st, it's the highest it can go. And then it starts coming down. It falls down. And then winter. But see, Jack and Jill, you gain daylight 180 days, lose daylight 180 days. 1 degree each day. Man, I got a degree from here. I do too. I got 360 degrees. And see, here you get to win. Over there we win. So let's keep continuing. Okay, so Jack and Jill. So this is going to be the longest day, or the shortest day of the year with daylight. Longest this day, and this day is going to have the same amount of daylight and darkness. March and September 21st. Okay, but Jack and Jill. So Jack and Jill ran up the hill. This is going to be a hill. If you're in masonry, They'll tell you to raise the goat. That means you got to climb the mountain, cut your passions, your urges and your passions. So Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Cancer is a water sign. So Jack fell down, broke his crown, and there's your story of that. You know, Cinderella and Snow White and the 7 dwarfs. That's the sun and the 7 planets, as you know. Okay? What was it? There was something else. I was fixing to do something else with this, and I don't remember what it was, so give me just a second. You know, and within this that's what it is. Okay, look, we've been trained to have a 2-dimensional mind. Okay, and Saturn represents a cube. Okay, and a cube can only see 2 dimensions, and the cube represents Saturn. And what do you see right here? Like, what is this shape right here? Take all of this away. It's a circle, right? Yeah. All right, well, let's picture, let me do this. Let me do this right here. Okay, that's a square. What I want you to do is this. When you start seeing this, I want you to start visualizing a square. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is a square without the outside lines. So it would be this, okay? And then it would help you to understand like 3 square meals a day, town square, Times Square, you know, there's all kinds of square shit. Well, square, mortarboard, when you graduate with the black gown, that represents Saturn. And this is a board because it's a game. They're playing with us. But that's what that is. And you can get a couple other things out of that, but you've got to start seeing that as a square. Even this. So when you see this on the front of the churches and all their structures and shit like that, throw the circle away. It is a conductor with certain symbols in it, but that's a whole nother story. But what they're doing is look, and then you get into some other shit. Let me see what it says. Let's see if it says something. Because you would learn shapes mentally without them being there. Does that make sense? Because this dimension opens up what the unseen is. Because what people they fail to realize is all religions, they don't teach how real the spirit world is, and how literally on the other side of you right now, if people could see the spirits, they would jump off a bridge. It's some real shit. But let me see. The Constantine cross.
According to Cradle of Scotland, the cross was either erected on Constantine's command or not long after his death and in his memory, by a son or grandson. The imagery emphasizes both the king's military authority and makes reference to his devotion to Saint Columba, the patron saint of his dynasty.
This is not that. Okay? Now, this is where it gets into this. Okay? The Constantine cross is going to represent this. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Okay? And you can blatantly see how you can square that off. Okay? That's because, listen, their whole job is to make sure for, I mean, dude, you got to remember, they've probably been teaching, I mean, people have had knowledge, but like real knowledge of the zodiac has not been taught in probably 2,000 years or longer. And the witch trials, that was them just getting rid of people that had knowledge of what the 10 years that I represent's almost about to give me. And it's the same shit. And the parallel is they're not burning me. The people are. And see, the thing is, when you burn people, who the fuck would burn any? Jesus, that's what they represented. Jesus, would he burn anybody? No. It's not Jesus. That's some fucking Saturn shit, like some fucking evil shit, man. Some shit, man. It's crazy. People can't. This is them. This is fucking. It's crazy. You go buy a fucking tablet. On that tablet, there's 21 games that came with it. I don't fucking want no games. I want different shit. Oh, it's what comes with it. Do you see? I told the guy, and I said, do you see how fucking stupid they're making everybody? Oh, they're games. That's it. That's what I'm saying. Every fucking thing's a game. That is. And they play it with us. And the real game we don't have a clue about. So, I love you. I gotta get going.